It's time now to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. And before we go any further, I want to say happy Easter to you, Vicki.
Thank you very much, George. Okay, happy Easter also to you. Did you get some jelly beans and Easter eggs and all those kinds of things?
You know, Gloria is all about that life. And so baskets and fake grass and all of that stuff, we celebrate.
Good.
We definitely celebrate here.
Good. And Earlene is too. Absolutely.
She's about that life.
Oh my God, I got about 5 pounds of jelly beans. I have to put the basket together every year, okay, and find something unique.
That's right.
Yes, okay. Easter is a big holiday for us. So
yes,
anyway, George, talking about characters, I thought that this week I would use the story as an analogy for some part of our conversation here around Goldilocks. Now, you remember the story of Goldilocks, right?
And the 3 bears.
And the 3 bears, okay, and the 3 bears. So just in case there's someone out there either who's forgotten or doesn't know the story of Goldilocks, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but basically, she's it's a fairy tale, one of those nursery rhymes. She goes into the woods, she finds this house, she goes into the house, she sits down, and there are 3 bowls of porridge on a table.
Right, because she's going to visit grandma.
She's going to go, okay, but she ends up somehow in the bear's house. We don't quite figure out that out. But anyway, when she gets in, first of all, remember, the door is unlocked. That's definitely a different time period.
Right.
But she walks in, and there's 3 bowls of porridge on the table, and she decides that she's going to taste the porridge.
Right.
She tastes the first one, and she says, ooh, this is too hot.
Papa Bear, yes.
Papa Bear's bowl. So that's a big bowl. Then she tastes the second bowl. She goes, ugh, this is too cold.
Mama Bear.
That's Mama Bear's bowl. And then finally, there's a bowl that's for the baby bear, and she tasted, and she said, this is just right. So here's my point. Okay? We are now at a point in the pandemic. First of all, can you believe it's a year?
No.
When we discussed this before, last year, and we were trying to predict how long this was going to take, we heard all types of conversations. One, which is only going to take until spring and it was going to burn off. Okay, that was too cold. One, some of the predictions were it's going to take for the rest of our lives, and we will never see life as it has been before. That was too hot. And then we had predictions around probably 18 to 24 months, and that seems to be basically where we are headed.
Right.
My point is this: we are not done yet. This is only 12 months. This is not 18. This is not 24. This is 12. Our economy is recovering. The people are recovering. But if we go out and assume that this is it, we are going to push ourselves back into too hot. I'm asking everyone, please pay attention to what's happening concerning how rapidly we ramp up our activities together, because the sun is out, we're getting happy, we're getting close, and I noticed some of the numbers are starting to tick up.
Yeah.
Why is this an economic condition or economic subject for us? If the numbers tick up again and we have to reset again and bring people back into quarantine and start over, it's going to cost us a ton of money.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost us a ton of jobs and a ton of socialization issues. It's just not going to be good. So let's get back to the just right attitude, which is to follow the regulations, ease back into the economy, ease back into our situations as far as our families are concerned, and scaffold. You know how you do in gaming? You go a little bit until you move up. You don't go from 0 to the big boss. You scaffold through what's going on. All right, here's some things though that I also want to point out that have happened. Stimulus checks are out.
Yes, they are.
The stimulus checks are out, and what are you doing with them?
Mm.
Because we need to understand that we're probably in that 18 to 24 month time frame, and because we need to maintain our cash flow, please don't think that this is a party. Use your stimulus check for either taking care of current obligations, or maybe even better, taking care of some of the current obligations as far as bills that are overdue, work out payment plans for others, and keep some liquidity, keep some cash on hand, some dry powder. We're also in a time frame where we got a little bit of a reprieve as far as our taxes were concerned.
Right, got another month.
Filing, we've got another month, but a month will go by quickly. So make sure that you don't forget that you still have to file on May 17th. They did extend the state also. And finally, the last thing I want you to really think about is when you start looking for reemployment, if you have to, or go back to your jobs. While you were away, I'm sure you thought about a lot of things. Pay attention this time, please, to your benefits. When it's time for re-enrollment, look at all the boxes, check off the things that you missed, because there probably were some benefits that would have been nice to have while we're in this time frame that you never enrolled in, that you need to enroll in going forward. Well, George, at this point in time, you know what I always say. At this point in time, it's a good time for us to stop. So I'm going to say at this point in time, our plate is full. If you have any questions, reach out to us at info@brackensfsn.com or to 315-930-4499. And of course, you can follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. Like us on YouTube. There's so many things I have to remember. You should put a sign up. Like us on YouTube. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, and have a wonderful day.
All right. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. She is, yes, she is America's Money Maven.